Counselor, you're characterizing this as a theft, and the assumption of Justice Kavanaugh was the same. But the government's pointing out, and I think rightly, that this wasn't charged as a theft, because theft would have a defense of there was no intention to permanently deprive someone. There's a whole series of things. The crime that was charged here was a crime of moving a document, and all that it required was the general intent to move it. The defense was, I did it accidentally. She may have been defeated in that or not. But the point is that there are charges brought for stealing government documents, and there are charges that are brought for moving government documents, and that's never happened in a situation like this. So my point is, you're building it up on the facts of the case to characterize it as something that wasn't the charge. And I think what the government is saying is, for this kind of misdemeanor that was charged, it doesn't happen when there's a dispute about whether something was moved intentionally or not. I'd go a step further, having been a former prosecutor. Even if it was intentional, we probably wouldn't have brought the charges, because no harm, no foul, no harm. And in fact, 2 police officers wouldn't charge it. 1 public prosecutor didn't charge it. In the end, even with a warrant, the charges were dropped. This is just not the kind of situation, like in the jaywalking example, when there's a dispute about things like this, people are not arrested in this way. That's exactly what I think their claim is. You're characterizing it differently, but that's the bottom line of this claim.
So at least 4 responses. 1, there was no charge here. There was an arrest. And the arrest warrant 3 times says the opposite of what you just said. It said the video clearly shows Gonzalez intentionally concealing and removing a petition from custody. Page 49, there's no mistake. Gonzalez knows what she's holding. She's holding the petition. At warrant page 53, I'm charging her for meeting the elements of the statute because she had a desire to intentionally remove and impair the availability of this document from city custody. Now, on the statute, I'm shocked by the government, because the government has its own parallel 18 U.S.C. 2071 that is the same tampering statute. All states have a tampering statute, and they all read the same way, with intent. Now, they cite the treatise, but the treatise she didn't cite was the section on intent, and it said you have to have a conscious desire to remove the documents from the government. If you look at all 6 provisions of that statute, it's wrongdoing. All of it. It is inconceivable that a statute called tampering, and that has all bad acts, this one little act was, oh, here, I just committed theft because I just moved something for the other. It's just not credible. But if you agree with her and the government that I am wrong, then this should have been an easy case for her to allege a comparator. But she didn't even allege Mayor Trevino was a comparator, because she alleged no comparators. Now, there's been talk about the Fifth Circuit, and I just want to defend.
What do you do with the fact that it's in her complaint? She gave us a page cite.
She gave you a page cite that mentioned the mayor had the document between one night and the next. There's no the comparator allegation is at 117, and it's an absence of one. And that's what the district court relied on, and it's what the Fifth Circuit reversed, that her complaint alleges, again, it's 117A, that no one has been ever arrested for trying to take a non-binding and expressive document. Now, when you get it to that level of specificity, that no one took the feathers from the Smithsonian, then the Fifth Circuit said naturally, well, who steals feathers from the Smithsonian? And the Fifth Circuit said on pages 29 and 30, you have to have some comparative evidence. But she could have, but we know why she didn't. We know why she didn't allege comparators, because it would have been preposterous to say, yeah, public officials secret away government documents to avoid, checking on things like forgery and lying, but no one ever gets arrested.